Hey, how you doing? This is Darien Dean, and we are in Hartley Park in Mount Vernon, my hometown. I'm a singer-songwriter. I do soul music. I want to speak about the town a bit, because I was born here. Well, I was born in Bronxville and raised here. The funny thing about Mount Vernon is a lot of people kind of know about it from out of town and even overseas because, we have the song "Money Earned in Mount Vernon," made famous by Heavy D. But the thing that I like to tell people about Mount Vernon is it has an amazing, it's a central location. We're right on the border of the Bronx, so you can get into the Bronx very easily. I work in Manhattan from time to time, and I can get into Manhattan very easily. But at the same time, I can really ride my bike up the way, and all of a sudden I'm at a beach. All of a sudden I'm on a bike trail. So there's just a lot going on here, and there's a lot of nature. You can get out and really just go running for a while. Those are the things that I like. It allows you to kind of get the best of both worlds. We're on Gramerton Avenue right now, and down the road here, there's you'll see a bunch of Brazilian restaurants. Right up the road, you'll see a bunch of Asian restaurants. The culture and the cuisine are kind of tied in together. You can see that there are just different types of people that live in this township. Nightlife in Mount Vernon. Well, all right, Mount Vernon is a small town, so there's not going to be a ton of stuff going on at night. But the thing about it is, because it's a very rural place, you can actually go out late at night and do certain things. Again, I've gone out many times. I'll go riding my bike at midnight, just running around the place, because you can do something like that and feel safe. At the same time, you can go down the block, and I said to someone earlier, you can go to a spot like the Bayou, and they'll have live music 5 days, I think, out of the week. So there are a couple of things to do. And again, you're very central to a lot of other things. So if you wanted to shoot down to the city and come back up, it's nothing to do. It's simple. Restaurants. Now, I am somebody who is really into food. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm really into food and all the different. I like to try different things and try all type of cultures. But some of my favorite restaurants are actually in Mount Vernon. But you can go right down the block here to Sadhana Tea House, and it's a health food store where you can get patties and vegetable soup, homemade vegetable soup. Meanwhile, you can go right down the block in the other direction, and you can get sushi. You can get St. Louis Creole food. You can get pizza. There's everything in the area. So I would say if you come to Mount Vernon, hit me up, and I'll tell you some of the best restaurants. Okay, one of the most surprising things about Mount Vernon, I would think, is, a lot of people that when I'm downtown and I say, hey, I live in Mount Vernon, they're like, oh, you live upstate. They think I live an hour away or whatever the case is. And they'll come with me, and literally 20 minutes later we're in Mount Vernon, and they're shocked about it. But I think even more so than that, when I tell them how small Mount Vernon is relatively, it's four square miles, and I tell them some of the people that have come from Mount Vernon, whether it's Puff Daddy or P. Diddy, I guess now, Denzel Washington, Heavy D, Pete Rock, Dick Clark. There's just so many people who've come from such a small town. So I think that really shocks people, and I'm proud to say I'm from here, and hopefully getting added to that list of folks as well.